Hello everyone, you're welcome. This is Kingsley from KingspetDesigns. If you're just joining me for the first time, please ensure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload new video. Okay, in today's tutorial I'm going to be proceeding from where we stopped. Actually, I went ahead and did this part, or I added this part of this particular website and also added this particular section. So without waste of time, I'm going to be showing you how to do this, add these two sections right away without further waste of time. I didn't want to waste your time, so I just say let me create this, and so that I will now show you what I've done so far. So now let me just go through my dashboard. This is what we've created already. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete it out from this particular place. So I'm going to close this and also delete that out and create it again, so that you see how I was able to achieve that. So now what I'm going to be doing now, for the sake of, so that I won't be wasting, I don't want to make the video too long, I might just be copying some of the items here, just copy them and paste over there. But so that you will notice the difference between the two of them, I'm going to be interchanging the colors. Probably I'll be using white on this section and this other color on the other section. So now let's go straight away. Let me first of all copy this, my heading here. Let me copy it, then head over to my, now I'm going to add, and just maybe from here, let me add a section from here, and it's going to be this. So now I'm just adding that. Now I'm going to now introduce my section. I'm going to bring my heading. The heading is coming first. So now I'm going to paste in my text. Sorry if you do that, because I copied it from that place, bring it in together with the color. So I'm going to undo it. I'm going to select all and just remove everything, then paste it right within this side. If I should paste it in this side, it is going to give me that error, but I'm going to paste it right within here. Now you can see it's now normal right now. So now I'm going to ensure it is on center. It's on center. Then on the color, I can decide to change the color to whatever color I want. So now on that, I think I used black for that particular one there. As I said, I was going to be changing the color of that particular side. That's why I didn't bother to give it color from the initial time when we started. So now I'm going to be introducing, you can see from here I also have another layer here. So I'm going to go back to my Elementor. I'm going to select, now I'm going to be using text editor. So I'm going to drag my text editor down to this place, ensure I bring it here. So I will drop it there and come back here. Let me just copy the text from here down to this particular place. I'm just using this as my sample text. Then on this side again, I'm going to paste everything there. Select all of them and paste there. Everything goes here. Now let me show you something now, how I was able to do this, because it's just initially this how it comes. You can just select it and bold it yourself. Any part you want to bold, let me say I want to bold this, I can also do that. You can see on this section is bolded. So that is just how you do that, in case you want to do it yourself to get exactly what I am getting here. So now everything, this was actually centralized also, but you see that when I'm using my text, this particular tool, I'm not going to be able to edit that to centralize it from here directly. For me to be able to do that, I have to first of all come to where we have the style, then I will now see centralize here. So I will now centralize it from here directly. So now from here I'm going to also move over to, I think I've gotten this. Now there's something else I want to do, but let me first, before I proceed with this, let me now add another section here so that you see what I'm talking about. Let me say I'm adding a section, and this section that will be coming, I will be having at least 3 columns. So now let's see something. Now I'm going to add, first of all, bring in a one column section. So now in this one column I am going to introduce my title, because we first of all have a title. So I'm introducing the title first, then I'm going to be introducing another thing again. I'll introduce inner section. That's inner section. I'm going to introduce into this particular section. So this is how it is. So I now have it, my title and the inner section. So now let me come, our services was the title, and copy our services, then go back to where we have the title, then I'm going to insert it as our services, then centralize it, and let me also make it black. So now, as I said, I wanted to make this a different color, so I'm going to click on this particular dot here, then let me copy, let me first of all get the code, the color code for that particular color I want to use, then head back to where I have this, my style, then click on this particular classic, then come to background. Now insert your color, the color code in this, and just insert the color code here, select them, then paste in your color code. You can see this is the color code for that particular section. So now what I'm going to do, if you see, if I should preview my website now, this is how it looks like. You can see this one is cutting from this side, so I'm going to ensure it goes through it. So I'm going to select, come back to my layout, and just ensure it is unfold and stretch. So now this is, I think you've gotten this now. So now I'm going to come back to here. You can see in this one I'm having more like spacing between the top here and the down, so I'm going to ensure I give the same kind of spacing also to this particular one I'm having here. So I'm going to click here. Once I click here, I'm going to head over to where I have advanced, then come to where I have padding. On my padding, I'll just on. Now I'm going to, now on the top I'm going to give it something like, let me say 30, and see, then on the bottom also let me also give it 30, but on this left and right I'm going to give it a very high distance. So I'm going to be using something like, let me say 170 for the left, and also let me say 170 for the right, and also 170 for the left. So now let's see what we now have. I think it's looking okay this way. It's looking okay. And let me just reduce it by 10. Let me say 160, and this side to 160. So now this way, I think it's fine this way. So now what I'm now going to be doing now is to, the color on this particular text is not actually black, it's not coming too well, so I'm going to change the color. I'm sure, okay, I think now it's okay. So now I'm going to now come back to this side where I was. Now on this one, now I'm going to start introducing those other down layers, this down part of this particular website. I'm going to introduce it in my own section here. So I'm going to, first of all, where I'm having an image, here, I'm having a title, then description, followed by my buttons. So now let me just do that. I'm having an image, so I'm going to drag my image into it. I'm also having, I said, a title, so let me drag my title. Then I'm having a short description. Then after the short description, I'm having my button. So now I'm going to be, you can also drag your button down here, but I want to save time. Let me just copy one of these buttons. Let me say I want to use this. I'll just right click on it and copy the button, then come to where this side, just come here and paste it. You can see the button will actually paste here, but you can see that actually at the right hand side. So now what I'm going to be doing is to return it back to the center. It should be at the center of this. If possible, I will make it justify so that it fools the whole. Let me see how I made this. It actually fools. So now what I'm only going to do is to remove the icon on it, so it remains only the text. So now let's now head over to this one. I think here was the title. Here was something like, you can use your own title if you wish, but I'm going to be just trying to use the same thing to also show you something here. So now charity should go to the center. You can work on the size of the text and everything. Now on the typography, I'm going to still leave it. I'm not going to change the font, but if you want to change the font, you can actually click here and change to any font you want to use. So I'm going to, on this, let me make it 20 and see. I'm going to make it 20 on this my text here. I'm going to increase the size of this text. So the typography, I'm going to make it 18. Let's say 18. Now on this one, now I'm going to get my text. Let me say, for example, okay, I think I actually use the default text on this particular one. Now I'm going to just change the color of that particular. Let me work on the color and also the text. Let me say the text, I'm leaving it at 16 for the text. Then the color, let me make it black. Now on the image, for the image, I'm going to click here. Then let me try and insert an image from my website. Now you can actually upload more images to this particular site by just clicking on upload, then click here and select the file. But I'm going to just go straight and upload one of these images. Now for example, this was the one I used initially, but I'm going to be using this so that you see the difference between the two of them. So now remember to always optimize your images. Now I'm going to, this is what I have now on my website, on my what I just did now. So now let me show you something. If I should, after doing this, now I want to duplicate it to this side, now have the same thing. What I can do is just to click here and click on duplicate. You can see it duplicated to that particular side. But notice what happened when let me view. It's a bit too close. I want to make it so that it looks much more better to the eye. So I'm going to, let me delete this. On this particular one, I'm going to add some kind of padding to it. I'm going to add padding to it. I'm going to click here, then come here and add, maybe I'm going to, on the top, let me put something like 20, or let's say 10. Let me say 10 for the top. Then for the right, let me say I'm going to be using for the right 30. Then for the bottom, let me say 10. Then for this one also 30. So now this is what I think. I'm okay with it the way it is now. Let me go back here. I think it's okay. I'm okay with it the way it is right now. So now you can actually, on the image, you can actually decide to resize your image the way you want it. You can choose any one from here, whether you want it as thumbnail, or you want it medium, or you want it large initially, or you can also come here and resize your images to how you want it to be. That's how you can play with it. You can reduce the opacity, everything, how you want it. Do you want it rounded, solid, or what about the radius? Do you want it rounded? Let me say, if I should increase my radius now, you can see that it's actually making this side round. So I don't want that, so I'm going to just make it 0. I want it square. So now what I'm after doing this, now I'm going to now click on this particular place and duplicate it. Sorry, let me come add some little animation to it before duplicating it. So I'm going to just, on this particular one, I'm going to add the animation to affect all the whole section or everything in this particular box. So I'm going to now click on this particular icon. Click on this place. Now what I'm now going to do is to come to where I have my motion. Click on the motion, then animation entrance animation. Then I'm going to do fade. It should fade up. This is how I want it to come in. So I'm not going to give it any delay for the first one. So I'm going to now click, now duplicate, then duplicate again. Then on this one now, let me delete this side. We have the 3 images. Now this can be maybe another particular service. Let me say this might be something like let me say children children here. Then maybe this one also another different thing. Then you can also decide to change the image. If you want, you can decide to change the image to whatever you want. So this is just how you go about it. Also change the title of this particular site. Let me say this is, let me just say something like visit. Sorry, let me make it uniform. So you can just try changing all this yourself the way you want it to be. Now, like now, if I should reload, save this page, now you will see that these animations, let me update it and show you what happens now. So now let me refresh my website so that you see how everything looks like now. Okay, here is my website. It's been refreshed. Now the animation comes in. Now this is the one we've done, changed. Now this is what we now have. You saw that how they actually came in. They came in almost the same time. So now let's try to see how to play along with the settings. Remember there were little animations here. On this one now, I'm going to now click on it and head over to this place. Then on its own motion effects, face up, I'm going to add now delay. Let me see, this one comes in. The first one here comes in normal. Then now this one I'm going to delay it by maybe something like 400 milliseconds. Then I'm going to, on this one, I'm going to make it something like, come here, then motion effects on the delay. I'm going to make this, the other one was 400. Let me say this should be 800. Now let's refresh the web. Let me update it. Then go ahead, head over to my website and go and refresh my website now, so that you see everything. Just now, your concentration should be on that particular animation where I edited. Now let's go down. Now you see the way it comes in. So this is just how we do all these parts. This is how you animate this particular section. If you're still watching this video and you have not yet considered subscribing to my channel, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload new videos. So this is where I'm actually going to stop in this particular tutorial. If you have any question or any difficulty or any place you want me to actually work on or assist you on, you can actually drop in the comments box below. I'll try my best to see how to answer. And if you also enjoy this video, make sure you like the video and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye for now.